Welcome back and to part 2 of me sharing my 10-day France trip with you. This is day 4 and we are heading out to Normandy to visit Monet's house and gardens in Giverny with a stop in Rouen for lunch, and we'll finally get settled in our apartment in Caen for the night. We took a taxi from our hotel in Paris and got there really early in the morning, actually before they opened, and we ended up having a coffee at the boulangerie next door and then just standing around people watching while waiting for the lovely employee to check us in and get our car for us, and then we were on our way. I am so glad we chose to drive because we saw so much of the beautiful countryside that I'm sure we would have missed if we had taken the train. The color change happening on the trains. And by warm up, I mean thrown face first into the deep end, blindfolded. Take us about 8 hours. Look at the pollarding on that tree. Shoot, by the time we get there, it's going to be time for us to get in. The entry line sort of spit us out into the middle of the garden, and we really didn't know where we were for a minute. So we kind of wandered around being distracted by everything for a second. And then we decided we better go see the lily pond first and then kind of weave our way back around to the area where we are currently standing, which is these sort of long garden beds that lead up to the house. There's an apple tree right there. Or are you oh-wowing him?
Well, this is that tree is still alive.
Yes, I see that. Look at this rose trained out. Holy smokes. Yeah. She got some thick this pear tree.
Oh yeah.
fall is really jumping out at me in this garden. These dahlias are crazy. Go underneath the road is what we're doing? Oh, interesting. Oh, beautiful breeze. I know. Should we go straight? Or it's another place I feel like you could spend days and not see everything. They're using the bamboo here on the as their railings. I do. Oh yeah, good point. Usually the leaves are more fragrant. Even though it was September, it was very crowded. There were a lot of tourists, and unfortunately there were a lot of rude, pushy tourists. So there are times, again, where I would like to have gotten better shots, but I was not going to stoop to that level of pushing people out of the way and just sort of being oblivious. I think with most people it's kind of a combination of both. They're not realizing they're in someone's way, or they just don't care. But I want to do my best to never be that person that ruins someone else's experience. So I did my best to get photos and video that we all could enjoy, and I hope that you'll agree. That's what I have in the garden. Kevin's for editing software. Botanical hydrangea.
Yeah, just like Ivory.
creating and capturing a microclimate there, you know. More than once I think I'm filming and I never press go. They're so distracted. Beautiful light in here. No wonder he painted it. This is really cool. This is bamboo. Thought I heard one of the guides that was talking to a group say something about him being really into Asian. We made one sort of fatal flaw visiting Rouen, which was that we were there at the lunch hour, meaning most things were closed, so we had to pick up something easy to eat, which was totally fine. We had some delicious white pizza and some dessert, and we just sat on the stones and people watched and enjoyed ourselves. And then we walked around the outside of the Jeanne d'Arc Church. We were gonna go in, but we realized we were really gonna cut it short on time. So we decided to say goodbye to Rouen, hopefully come back another time and see all the things that this beautiful medieval town has to offer. But we're really glad we stopped to see it because those half-timber buildings are just absolutely incredible. They're so old and they're just like out of a fairy tale. And now we're headed off to Caen, where we're going to be staying for 2 nights in a private apartment because tomorrow morning we're going to be going to Bayeux for our D-Day Normandy Beaches tour, and that will be in the next video. This apartment was not for someone who was going to struggle with stairs. These stairs are incredible. Look at the wear on these things. They are so old. This is an incredibly old building that's been added onto over the years. And I just love that. Look at these beautiful exposed rustic beams. This apartment was so cute. It was so rustic and adorable. old building, huh? Caen is 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
That is wild. Very assembled little bathroom situation. There are some fancier units, but unfortunately they were not available when we needed them. But we were perfectly happy with this adorable, clean, little loft apartment where we could do some laundry, leave our car safely parked, and then head out for a really nice dinner at a place called El Olivo. So cute. The vibe sort of wasn't lending itself to filming, so I just took a couple of photos. This was the best duck confit I have ever had. It was absolutely incredible, and I finally got my creme brulee. Creme brulee is my favorite dessert on the planet, so that was just absolutely delightful. We had a beautiful romantic evening, and then we walked home in the rain and went to bed, looking forward to what tomorrow is going to bring. I really hope to see you in part 3 for our Band of Brothers Normandy Beaches tour. Good night.